How to play a chess tournament. There are various methods of playing in a chess tournament. One method is the elimination tournament. In order to continue participating in the contest, you should not lose or you will be out of the competition. Another way is round robin. In other words, it is a tournament where everyone plays against everyone. The most common way is to arrive at a chess tournament by the Swiss system. Let me explain it. The Swiss system. The Swiss system consists of a game that has a given number of rounds, where the winner is the one that accumulates the most victories. In round 3, the players are faced against a rival who has the same number of points. For an example, the person that has 4 victories will play against someone who also has 4 victories. Whichever has 1 point will play against someone else who also has only 1 point. The winner is the one that has the most victories. Now, you may be asking, what happens when there is a tie in the final score of a chess tournament? To determine which player gets a better place than the other player, different tiebreakers are used. These are applied one by one until there's one winner, normally during tournament playoffs. There are special rules explained in the case where there is a tie. These playoffs are buze, high-low. Add the points of your opponents, eliminating the best and the worst. If this deal breaker does not determine a winner, follow the next step. Buze. The sum of your rival's points without eliminating anyone. If there is still a tie, follow these next steps. Zambetul. Add the total scores of your opponent, whom you defeated, and half of the scores of whom you tied against. Do not add the points of whom you lost against. Progressive. Add the points that you accumulated round after round. For an example, in the first round you won by 1. In the second round you won by 2. The third round you lost, you keep 2. And the fourth round you won by 3. Add the final score. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 equals 8. Individual game. It is the result that the players had if they faced each other. Color. If the result of the individual game was a tie, favor goes to the person who has the black pieces. These tiebreakers are done step by step and are performed in this order by the National School of Chess in the tournaments. Usually in playoffs, buze determines the final places without necessarily taking the following steps, although in certain occasions you will arrive at color. Thanks to the digital chess clock, there are different methods of keeping track of time during tournaments. I will show you some of the most common ways. Blitz, or lightning. These games are performed in 15 minutes or less. The most common is 5 minutes. If you make an illegal move, you lose. This is how the king gets captured. Featured method consists of setting a fixed time for each player, starting with their first move. For an example, in a game 5 plus 3, the player has 5 minutes for their turn, and for each move, 3 seconds are added or incremented. Brownstein method. When it becomes a player's turn to move, the delay is added to the player's remaining time, usually 5 minutes. For an example, once the clock starts in a 5-minute game with 3 seconds remaining, the length of the delay is returned to the player's time. Delayed time is returned to each player. Active chess method. These are chess games for more than 15 minutes and less than 60 minutes. Classic method. This method is slowly disappearing due to digital clocks. Before the tournaments, 2 hours are played per player, but with the condition of making at least 40 moves in this span. If this is achieved, after the ending of 2 hours, another hour is left to finish the chess game. This is how one game can last up to a maximum of 6 hours. Today, the most used method in international tournaments is 1 hour, 40 minutes for 40 moves, plus 30 minutes and 30 seconds of increments, where in a span of 1 hour and 40 minutes, a player should make at least 40 moves. Once time is up, the player is given 30 minutes, plus 30 seconds to increment for each move made.